What's up, homies? Welcome back to another reaction from Heroes Reforged. We're here. Do not adjust your computer television sets. Adam is on vacation. But the good news is, if you're not already aware, baby, Heroes Reforged has a Patreon. And on that Patreon, very, very special, you're going to be able to see Adam Lavik's reaction to the ultimate final episode of Season 1 of X-Men 97, which is what Augustine and I are about to watch for the first time ever. The other stuff we have on the Patreon, the uncut reactions for every episode of X-Men 97, the uncut reactions for every episode of X-Men the Animated Series. All 5 seasons are on there. Those are eventually going to make their way to YouTube, but it's all on the Patreon, baby. That's where the after party lives. I'm just stalling because I am incredibly emotionally compromised before we watch this episode right now. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for clicking on this. Be sure to join our Discord. We do a great live comic book discussion show every other week on our Discord right now. And we've also got a podcast channel where we do a weekly live podcast. And if you're watching this, if everything goes as planned, we're going to be having an episode tonight, live, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Chexicans podcast. Augustine, are you excited about this, man? Where's your head at right now?
I don't think I'm ready. I feel like the show ended too quickly. It just feels like yesterday we were at the LCAP watching episodes 1 and 2, screaming with the rest of the fans and praising the whole team that worked on this, because we have a lot of friends who worked on this show and they have all done such incredible work. And I hope, that they continue to do all this incredible work. And I think we just gotta go. I think we just gotta go because this episode is the longest one so far.
Yes.
So,
and it's late. Midnight time.
It's midnight. The whole world's watching. We're 5 minutes behind. We gotta go.
Bro, I know that you're a #1 Wolverine guy. It's now been a week since we've seen the metal ripped from his bones.
Yeah.
I cannot believe I just said those words out loud.
I know.
That's crazy.
I know. I never thought this would be an actual episode of anything that we watched anywhere. Even like not in a movie, not in a show, nothing. Nothing at all.
Yeah.
But it leads to some really cool stuff for Wolverine. I think it's going to take him into some really cool places. We get to see a version of Wolverine in the comic books after this happens that's pretty dang cool.
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Very feral Wolverine. Okay.
And then something else might happen. We don't even know if this is going to cause the onslaught. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
There's so much speculation. So we gotta move.
I do want to say one thing before we click into this episode is that I was lucky enough to catch up with a friend who does work on this show, and they told me I asked for no spoilers, and they didn't give me, but they did tell me one thing. They said, "Oh, when you guys watch the last episode, don't worry." And I was like, "Oh, what are you telling me with that?" Okay.
Ooh, I don't know.
Here we go.
I don't know what that means.
We've got the episode pulled up. We've got the episode pulled up. Go ahead and hover your mouse above it. We're gonna click in 3, 2, 1, go.
You're suicidal or
Flashback.
Flashback. World War II.
Will kill you.
I don't think it's World War II. This is like the 60s, maybe?
This is the 60s, Vietnam.
I'm a mutant. Telepathy, mind reader.
Great.
Likely can control them too.
Great.
Bend their will.
Oh, Magnus. He's about to.
Bends to my will.
Have you met others? I've met several.
Was that a yes or a no?
That was like a no.
Bro, this is in Eric's mind.
Oh, no.
This is not a flashback.
Oh, Xavier's in his head.
How shockingly far you've fallen, yet also so predictably.
This is Onslaught, baby.
Oh, it is. It is Onslaught.
They're about to merge. They're about to kiss and merge.
Restore Earth's power, or I will hijack your mind and force you to.
Onslaught.
Oh.
Psychic penetration risks leaving both our
that's
minds.
it.
There it is, baby.
There it is. There it is.
Oh, man.
When my village used reason while others used tanks.
Then forgive me, Magnus.
Oh. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is it.
Oh, this is so sick.
Man.
Oh, so sick.
We're getting Savage Wolverine and Onslaught. Jeez.
This is intense, dude. This is like 2 Omega level mutants.
Yeah.
Poor Logan. epic, man.
Charles, please.
Oh, I feel so bad, but oh
Yeah, me too. Ooh,
oh, this doesn't feel nice. Oh, I don't
there's
like
Japan.
it.
That was Silver
Surfer.
Samurai in
Oh,
Japan.
yeah, Silver Samurai.
Oh my God, this music is so dope.
Oh,
Hey,
oh, hey, look at
90s
that
Iron
cameo.
Man,
There you go.
Daredevil.
Hey, whoa.
Poetic, isn't it? The
Wow.
inevitability of my vision.
Dr. Stephen Strange.
Oh, Doctor Strange.
The future
Wow.
died.
He's evolving. Oh man, all the X-Men.
Creations are prisoners, held hostage by ignorance and coercion.
Hey!
No.
In the name of peace, tolerance, and equal opportunity.
Gene's about to come out as the Phoenix, bro.
I really hope so.
Thus, to protect humanity, I must protect humanity. from
Wow.
myself.
Man,
I love that Iron Man. Ooh, T'Challa. Okoye. The Dora Milaje. That's great.
Oh wow.
And those who would use their same hearts against them.
Daredevil. Cloak and Dagger.
Oh,
Sick.
Cloak and Dagger, dope. Omega Red is back.
The Red Guard.
Hell yeah. Psylocke,
God.
the real Psylocke.
Is empathy.
And Alpha Flight.
Yep.
This is
Alpha
great,
Flight.
dude.
This is dope.
How many times did you fail to stop me? Hmm? Fail to save your carbon copy mothers.
It would be great to have Cable.
Yeah, is Cable about to save the day?
Madeline Pryor, never Phoenix, just dead. Again, like you.
Oh.
But he is as blind as his deadbeat dad and as doomed as it.
Huh?
What?
Eh? What? Oh, that's it. It's the Phoenix. It's the Phoenix.
She's back.
No,
Damn.
promise. Look at that. Oh my God. They don't even know.
Good for you,
That's
Gene.
so dope.
Good
Look
for
at
you.
that. Look at that drawing.
Hank was right.
Look at that design.
Wow, it's gorgeous, man.
Yeah.
Oh, with the claws. Come
Wow.
on.
They did not choose to become slaves to hate.
Wow. And it's like a different kind of Phoenix. She's surrounded by water.
Yeah, this is great.
Interesting.
She's curing all of the people under Bastion's
Yeah.
control. Wow.
Or at least breaking breaking his control.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think in a previous episode, Beast said something like, we can free them of that, but they're still going to have that
Yeah.
machinery and programming in them.
All I do is think.
Oh.
Mutant DNA you stole to stay duct taped to.
Whoa.
No way.
But the Phoenix burns away the obsolete, the underbrush of our fears and.
Is she going to
Oh.
demutantify him? No way.
I think she's just taking away all the mutant stuff he absorbed.
So he's going to be dead. He's going to be a 200-year-old. Yeah.
Look at him. Yeah.
Show me my face.
Looks the same to me.
Oh, man. Oh, I love that Morph did that to him.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
great.
that's so dope.
The Phoenix force is gone now, but I could feel it deep inside, pulling me back
Weird.
Interesting.
to protect my son.
That wasn't the full
Okay.
Phoenix. It was just like remnants of the Phoenix.
That's crazy.
What have you done to me? My sentinels and I were meant to save the future. But now, you have sealed humanity.
Oh!
I killed Genosha in 4,621 seconds.
What's he doing?
He's like
Is he gonna
taking
merge?
over it.
Is he gonna
Yeah.
merge with it? Yeah, he. Oh, okay. He's going to
Wow.
like into another form.
What the hell?
Wow. Oh,
Is he going to be
Is it-
Strife?
It's very Dragon Ball Z. Oh, is he? No.
Power goes on, and these two go lights.
Yeah, they're Onslaught, baby.
Yeah, it's happening. And also feel bad for Wolverine at this point.
Magnus.
Yep. He was so messed up in the comics when
Yeah.
his medal was taken
Yeah.
out.
But you must trust me.
Understand? Only then can I finally help you escape.
Good news is their pulses are steady.
Hey, check on Wolverine, guys. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Don't you dare break her heart. Be the best at what you do. Heal.
The scrambler worked, but Bastion, he
hurt him.
Jean.
Yup.
Scott.
Oh. Scott's gonna be mad.
Bastion is the future incarnate.
Oh, man. What does that mean?
We both know how this will go for me. Like, just learned my powers yesterday, so, well, you know.
Yo, step up, Sunspot.
Yeah.
Step up, homie. Oh, this is gonna be intense. This is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, this is
gonna
wild,
be,
dude.
Oh my god.
I was like, maybe they'll do Onslaught this episode. Maybe they won't. Maybe it'll
Onslaught's
be season
gonna
2.
build up season 2.
His name was Gambit.
Oh,
Remember
she's
it.
crying. She's crying.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, this animation is so sick.
this fight's gonna be incredible. Oh, did you do a Hulk clap?
Yeah,
All
thunderclap.
right. All right. Oh no. Oh no.
This guy, a Dragon Ball Z villain? This is
I know,
crazy.
he's Dragon Ball Z in it now. Okay, Sunspot. There you go.
Roberto da Costa, the disowned heir.
The name's
Yeah.
Orale. All right,
There you
let's go.
Power it up, homie.
For only history could be conned into forgiving us.
Wow.
Sir, King T'Chaka is right.
It's been T'Chaka this whole time.
Oh wow, it's the Chaka.
Could do more harm than good.
He's at the Graying Temple, so I bet you this show might still introduce a T'Challa then.
Yeah,
If T'Chaka passes
yeah.
away or passes the mantle on.
This is the dark pain you've carried inside all these years. I have these waters too.
This is a really interesting metaphor for this
Yeah.
pain, is like raging waters.
Yeah.
It also carries us to others who are fighting their own.
Oh, his children.
Oh yeah.
Scarlet Witch,
there's
Quicksilver,
Scarlet Witch.
Polaris.
Yeah.
Let the tide pull you back.
It's too cold.
Oh no, he's going.
I'll always have you, even if I'm pulled under too.
Oh no.
Those men. The boots.
Oh, this is tragic.
Those monsters.
Oh my god. It's too much.
They're gonna drown. That's so sad, dude.
That's crazy, man.
Ironic. Xavier's students never learn.
We're gonna need the whole team to get down here and throw some chingazos like
Yeah,
real quick
yeah,
because
yeah,
there's-
yeah.
this is
There we
not
go.
working.
And I know the X-Men
Okay,
can
there we
handle
go.
their business, but like we just saw Doctor Strange,
Yeah,
Iron
yeah,
Man. Let's get
yeah.
some of those high-powered characters up there.
I don't think they're gonna show up, but
No, they're not gonna be able
okay,
to do
there you
anything.
go. There you go. The wild card here is Nightcrawler. Look at him.
Whoa.
Oh no! Oh. Okay. Blast for blast! Straight
Damn.
up. Ooh. Oh, he's mad.
Bro, he did that little Marvel vs. Capcom move right before he like
did.
hits it harder.
Yep.
Wow. We're like in that game, every mutant character would do like an X with their hands before
Yeah.
fully, and it's so cool. Oh man.
Oh no, Cyclops. Okay, okay. What's
Who?
who? What do we got? Who do we
Jubilee.
got?
What will you do, child?
Oh wow.
4th of July.
Yeah.
Haven't heard that one before.
Jubilation Lee. Let's
Oh,
go.
Whoa.
What a great ultimate revenge, because she was targeted by Sentinels in
Wow.
the very first episode of the
Yeah.
very first season of X-Men.
Yep.
I bet you she said the word sleazoid in that episode too. That's great.
Probably.
Great callback.
Yo,
Oh my God.
Jubilee. Oh right.
Are we
doing
watching
some
Akira
damage.
right now? What's happening?
Yeah, I know.
My family.
Huh?
Wait a minute.
Oh, somebody's controlling that. Is that Beast? It's Beast.
hell yeah.
It's the whole team.
Forces and irony.
Hell yeah. Oh, and Sauron. Oh no, that was Morph.
Stomp his ass.
Pinche pendejo, güey. Ya, güey.
Truly, he is the future incarnate.
No.
Is he?
Come on.
Oh, what's Cyclops'?
Hit him.
Oh, we about to see a
Ooh,
full-blown
is he strategizing? What's
multi-team
happening?
attack?
Oh, God, I'm getting excited.
Oh. What are we about to see?
We're gonna do what we've been telling humanity to do for years. Stop fighting the future.
Wow.
Huh?
They're having babies, and more of them like us.
There's just one pickle, dear.
Missile alert. Missile alert.
Oh man, he sent the nukes.
Oh, shit.
He sent nukes.
Magneto protocols.
The Magneto. Was that Senator Kelly?
Yep. That was humanity. Oh, they just proved him right. Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's. Oh, no. Oh, no.
God. Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh, no.
That was wrong, President Kelly.
No. They anticipate this thing's gonna burn up in the atmosphere before it hits Earth? Like,
Yeah, what are we doing?
What are they doing here?
Oh, Reed Richards.
Hey,
Come on, Morph.
No. That's Morph. It keeps. Oh no, she can't survive in space.
Nathan.
Are they saying goodbye? What is happening right now,
They're
dude?
potentially saying goodbye.
The mistake I made when Madeline sent you into the future.
What are you? What mistake?
Not saying goodbye.
Yeah, Cyclops.
You always were.
I'll tell you, those legends really didn't do my folk.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Oh man.
Your mother told me you had my eyes.
Oh.
They're good eyes.
And now they're yours. I love you so much.
Damn.
Cyclops has big, beautiful brown eyes.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Are these two not gonna make it?
Dude.
What?
What the hell?
No way. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Jesus Lord.
The full gamut. The full blast.
The full.
This music too. It's so epic.
Oh Lord.
Storm.
The sisters
Rogue,
working
Cyclops.
together. What's Beast
Jean.
doing? Beast is steering the ship.
I'm sure he's pressing buttons.
Yeah.
That the missile strike to intercept the asteroid has failed.
Yeah, pendejos.
Several cubic miles in size, and scientists believe that when it makes impact, it will
Peter and MJ.
coast of North
Oh,
And Flash
yeah.
Thompson, I think.
Yep. Everybody's gonna die, so it doesn't matter.
And forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us.
Man.
What if it's like Magneto?
I forgot that these two were still
They're
in
on
there.
Yeah.
Scrolling a fantasy of strange faces for a glimpse of my future, of who I'd grow to be.
Have you noticed that
There's a
Eric has a little bit more of a European accent, a German accent?
The man you wished to glimpse as a child, who you were meant to be, who your family leads to.
They're about to kiss. They are about to
They're
kiss.
family, Hector. They're not gonna
Chemistry.
kiss.
The chemistry is off
No,
the
they're
scale, bro.
friends.
Remember who you are.
They're
oh my
homies.
God.
Okay.
Damn.
There
dude.
you go.
This music.
There you go. Yeah. The only one who can save us is Magneto. Just take that out where it floats, Magneto. Just take it out. There you go. There you go, buddy.
Whoa.
Huh? Oh.
What the hell was that? How did that happen?
I don't know.
Was
Did
that the
it
core that
teleport?
exploded? They didn't get out in time?
6 months after E-Day,
Like a teleportation or
Yeah.
something.
rumors still swirl about the fate of the
How many months? 6
Oh,
months?
6 months. Oh, there's people missing. There's Iceman. There's Colossus.
where extremists are preaching the second coming of Magneto.
Oh.
Howdy.
Bishop, finally.
Bishop's back. All right. All right.
searching for mutants to carry on the torch. Moving on mighty fast there.
I looked for months.
Scarlet Witch is off-world?
Luckily, this ain't our first time at the X-Men are dead. It's a question about where and more.
What?
Yeah. Okay, so that wasn't an explosion.
Kurt?
Oh no.
Oh, Apocalypse did it. Apocalypse did it. Oh,
3000
Lord.
BC.
Oh man.
Or
this isn't much
all
better.
The characters are going to be scattered. Either
Across
they're all
different
here,
times? Yeah.
or it's just Rogue, and we're about to see where all the X-Men have been lost in time to. Okay, no, here's Kurt.
Okay. Okay.
Now we're here.
What is the saying? We are not in Kansas.
The future, 3960
wow.
AD.
Okay, so they all got scattered.
Over here.
Oh boy. 3960. Now I'm trying to go back to the Rolodex in my brain. Like, was this relevant to the original series?
I can't immediately think of that date.
Oh, is this the Ashkani clan or whatever it was? Oh, there's En Sabanor. There he is.
There he is.
Sick.
Enough.
Oh, and Magneto's with So just Jean and Scott got sent to the future.
My name is Jean Grey. This is my husband, Scott Summers.
You may call me Mother Ascani.
Ascani, the Ascani clan.
Yep, you were right.
They raised Cable.
There's no need to be afraid.
This is Cable.
That's Cable.
Come.
Hell yeah, they get to raise him. This is what happens in the comics. They did go into the future, Jean and Scott, to spend time with a young Nathan.
My name is En Sabanur.
Pretty dope, dude.
Ooh, we're not getting Onslaught. We're getting Apocalypse next season.
Oh, wow.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Okay.
Oh dear indeed.
To be continued.
Oh, man.
Great episode.
What an end,
Great
but
season.
not an end. Jeez.
Yeah. I'm so happy that season 2 and 3 are coming. And I hope they get to go at least to 5, but beyond. Because, damn.
I think, so if we think about it, the critical acclaim for this show has been massive. Like,
yes, it has.
absolutely
Yes, it
massive.
has.
And so I do think that higher ups are definitely recognizing it. I think this team hopefully gets to move on and keep making. Oh, there's more.
Present day Genosha. Ooh.
So much pain, my children.
Damn.
Oh, he's been there.
Yeah.
So much death.
Oh,
Gambit's coming back as death.
Gambit's coming back as
death.
He's
one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
He picked up his body right there. Oh, man.
Shit.
Okay. All right.
Damn.
All right.
Okay.
So that means we're getting Gambit back.
Okay.
All right. Listen,
of course,
this show, I don't think I've seen a show unify the fan base as much as this show has.
Yeah.
This show has really done something that, like, I think it's garnished universal praise from everybody who's seen it, and specifically
from everybody
the people,
that matters too. I do want to point out, you were talking about like unifying. There are still dumbasses who think that the X-Men or this version of the show is woke, as though that's a bad thing. So they're stupid. So they're not. They were never in the club. But you're right. Yes. Other than them, unified everybody else.
What I'm talking about is the casual viewers who kind of dropped off after Endgame and couldn't keep up with all of the stuff that came out last year and the year before and everything. Sure. And so, it became a lot. It became like homework, honestly, which I don't think was necessarily good. But I feel like this show has done something that I feel like it's what we were asking for without knowing that we were asking for it, which I think is how every good comic book story should be told. Like, I don't think the fans, even though the fans get to enjoy it, I don't think the fans necessarily need to be in the creating process, right? Like, let the team cook. Clearly they know what they're doing. Clearly they have a lot set up for these characters. They know the stories because they told us, they faked that they were going in specific directions, just like you and I were like calling all these things out that didn't necessarily happen. But I feel like they know, and they know that we know. and they know what they're doing. And so like I'm 100% in to have this show kind of usher in a different phase, clearly with the mutants in the greater MCU. Like the
Yeah,
show
that's
is good,
true.
but like I hope it kind of sets the bar for the quality of stuff that it should not go under, basically. I think it all needs to
I
be at this
agree.
caliber of work.
I think that that's going to be possible if the writing is really worked on and sort of supported, because it just keeps going back to the initial writing of these stories of this version of X-Men 97. The thing that I think is brilliant that people, I feel like, again, in these similar conversations with like, well, how are the live action X-Men going to show up? What are they going to look like? What's this movie or series of movies or a TV show or whatever going to be if and when they get to it? I think people keep missing the point when they say, well, they should just do X-Men 97 or merge X-Men 97. The point that I think that fans, when they say that excitedly, are missing is that this show, X-Men 97, brilliantly, in a way that I can't even articulate, builds on what came before, the 5 seasons of that show before.
Yes.
They are doing new stuff and remixing it and like bringing in their own new, mainly with like the villain focus of Bastion was not something that the original show ever did, right? But if you think that any decision in the story of X-Men 97 was made without checking in with those 5 seasons and seeing, did they already do it? Did they already bring this up? Did this character already appear? What's their backstory? Did these 2 characters meet? Oh, okay, Nightcrawler and Jean Grey never even met in that original episode where Nightcrawler showed up. Okay, we're going to have them say something to one another. Like everything is recognized from that original show. Everything, every detail has been combed through. Even with Bastion's parentage, people were like, oh, they're in the flashback of the 60s, 50s or 60s, you know, and it's the woman who works in the diner that like a young Charles Xavier was. So every detail is there. And I think that that level of detail, that level of attention and care to like the lore that came before is what makes the Marvel Cinematic Universe good when it's good.
Yeah.
That's something they've been doing. And when they're, again, when you look at their best sort of projects or their fan favorite projects, something like Avengers Endgame or Spider-Man No Way Home, those things are calling back to the lore that came before. And I think that Marvel Studios has the opportunity to eventually get to their roster of X-Men characters to be similar to this sort of 90s iconic lineup of Cyclops and Wolverine and Jean Grey and Beast and Jubilee. I don't think that that should be what they skip to for a movie 1. Right? Their movie 1 should really begin with building that foundation of who these characters are, especially when you have characters that have such long histories within this story, like Cyclops and Jean Grey. They were there from the beginning, dude. Like Charles Xavier and Magneto. They were there from before the beginning. And I think that eventually their end game, their goal should be to get to a sort of like, dude, they've all got their blue and yellow outfits. You know, they've got the jet, they've got the base in their school, they've got the lineup that you all know. Rogue was originally a villain, but now she's a good guy. Gambit was kind of a villain, now he's a good guy. Like Storm has this new costume and she's with Forge. All of these relationships and connections that you can build towards that I think Marvel Studios needs to like get right from the beginning. The way that they got right the first Iron Man films, you know, Captain America was a slow build to get to the sort of Winter Soldier zenith, that peak. The Avengers movies themselves were like, the first Avengers movie is just these 6 characters. The second Avengers movie, same 6 characters. We're gonna introduce Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, and then Quicksilver's dead. So really it's just Scarlet Witch is like the new character, Vision is the new character. And then by the 3rd and 4th, they could really blow out the world and do all of the different, you know, corners of the MCU. So you're right, man. It should be the gold standard, but it shouldn't necessarily be like, let's just copy their same stories and their same characters in the same way. Instead, it's like, how can they fit in? Because this show is the perfect version of that, but it's also fitting into literally the year 1997, literally as the next season of a 5-season story that already exists.
Yeah.
They're fitting in perfectly with that. What does Marvel Studios have to do to get their X-Men to fit in perfectly with what they have?
Exactly.
It's just also just just tricky to tell right now because like we're pre-Avengers Secret Wars, which may be a big multiversal reset shenanigans. We don't know. It's the question of like, okay, once that's over and done with, what does it mean? Are there going to be like mutants populating the MCU? Like, are the Fantastic Four going to be in the 616 reality or in their own universe, or what? Like, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Are movies like Deadpool and Wolverine gonna mention any of this stuff? Like, Ms. Marvel being a mutant, Namor being a mutant. It's all so up in the air, and I think that is a difference than Marvel's phases 1 and 2 and even 3. You could kind of see there weren't that many things up in the air. You could kind of see, the one spot they were sort of going, like, oh, we tease Thanos. And that's what we're eventually moving towards, is going to be some sort of a Thanos confrontation. It's not like in Marvel Phase 4. Well, I guess they have been teasing Kang the Conqueror, but in terms of the mutant stuff, it's not like we saw a tease like this of Apocalypse or some, mutant villain. It's like, oh, okay, we have no idea what it's going to be. So floored by this show, dude. The writing
How do you feel that the cameos were treated? Do you feel like the cameos were done?
Dude,
well?
I loved it.
Yeah,
man.
Okay.
You had Daredevil.
Like it detracted it all from the episode?
Because I don't know if you saw this too, but the news just came out that like the showrunners or the people that made this show were like, Marvel told us we couldn't use the Avengers or Deadpool. That those two concepts were off limits for this show. But we kind of got an Iron Man and a Cap. And I think they represented the sort of government working with the Avengers-ish type of a superhero relationship. But I think the cameos are great because the end of this show built up towards that big worldwide, just like in the last episode or the episode before, I forget which one, where Magneto pulled the trigger. Spider-Man was in New York and he saw the waves that Magneto, those electromagnetic waves.
Yeah.
So I think it was great. It definitely makes me want to go and like see those characters and hear them. Oh, what's Cloak and Dagger and Daredevil going to do? What's Doctor Strange? Oh, Doctor Strange is trying to do a surgery right now, but the power is fluctuating. This is crazy. But it's not their story. This is the X-Men story.
Yes, exactly.
So
yeah, I feel like they were done right.
Yeah.
I feel like the way they did these cameos is how they're going to do cameos in Deadpool and Wolverine, where they're there, but they're not detracting. Like, we're not getting the backstory for each one of these characters. We're getting them in a cool pose, doing what they kind of do in their natural environment, kind of living their lives,
they might die.
doing their thing. Yeah, and then they might die, or they just observe something going on. They're just like, oh, interesting, and then they go about their business. I think that's a really great way to kind of do these cameos, because what it tells me is that like the creators' heads in the right place, because of course something like this would affect the less powerful street level heroes and villains. We didn't see any villains, but I would love to see what Doctor Doom was doing at this point. Like I would love to see what like everybody, like all the other villains were doing at this point, because obviously like what was like if Magneto didn't do something, would somebody as powerful as Doctor Doom had stepped in, sent some Doom bots up there, like pushed it back up into outer, like what was the protocol? Because
I thought we were going to see Emma Frost.
Yeah, I thought
right,
we were gonna see
exactly,
Frost.
exactly.
Yeah.
Also, a question for you, man: if these X-Men within Asteroid M, within their Blackbird jet, exploded / were pulled into time periods, where's Wolverine? Did we see Wolverine? What happened to Wolverine? He's healing. We saw,
I need to rewatch it.
Right? We saw Charles.
Yeah.
Pull it up right now. We saw Rogue and Nightcrawler, and then we saw Jean and Scott in the far future.
Yeah.
With the clan Ascani. But where's Logan's body? He was healing.
Interesting. He was healing.
Where do you think? And if he was put somewhere in time, where in time do you think he could be? With the bone claws, with no metal.
Wolverine. So I know that when he gets the adamantium taken out, he turns into Savage Wolverine, and that is because he's reverting to a more animalistic state, meaning he's maybe tapping into a version of himself that he didn't know existed. And I think maybe we're going to go back in time so he can kind of explore his past a little bit to kind of find himself.
That would be crazy. If he's in like the Canadian wilderness, but like in 1880 or something.
Right, exactly. Back when he was, what was his name before? His name was like
James Howlett.
James Howlett.
I think you're right, dude, because I think we've been saying this all season. I feel like they put him in the background for this season.
Yeah.
Because they were like, everyone knows Wolverine. Let's focus on everybody else and get people to love everybody else. Then season 2, they're going to do like 1 or 2 banger Wolverine centric episodes, and they're going to be the best episode. Like we're going to be like, oh my God, he's the best character.
So
that's exciting, dude.
I'm going back to when Forge is looking at the board, and
Wolverine's missing.
I don't see Wolverine on the board actually. Where is
now
he?
go
Okay,
into
so I'm
where they were.
I see Dust. I see Beast, Magneto, Rogue, Cable, Exodus, Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch.
Exodus. That's great.
Interesting. Yeah, some people that I don't know who Exodus or Dust are.
Dust is a character who I think was in, maybe I'm wrong, in X-Men 2099. Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't think
because
Wolverine's up on the board.
We've got but we've got Magneto and Charles with Rogue, Beast, and Nightcrawler in the past.
Yep.
I don't see Wolverine here. I don't see his
Wolverine
body.
Did not show up in any of the interesting. So it's just a huge.
So he might be in his own time period.
Ooh. Okay, so maybe we'll start off next season straight on Wolverine. Who knows? Because
dude, it would be sick too if he was like in barbarian times or something, in Viking times, and he was just like totally fits in, like get some primal Gendy Tartakovsky style, like, he's in caveman times.
That would be crazy.
He's Neanderthal.
He's reverted back to his full blown.
Damn,
I mean, that might actually work if he's going back to like his animalistic.
Yes,
state, dude. Where he's like fully having to survive and made something like the Savage Lands.
I'm also surprised we did not see the bone claws pop in this episode, because I thought for sure they were going to, because I don't know how many people who are watching this show, I know a lot are familiar with X-Men comic books and X-Men lore, but like a lot are not. They're just new to a lot of these details. For example, even when Gambit was dying, my girlfriend was like, how can he come back? And I was like, well, at one point he was one of, Apocalypse's 4 horsemen. Maybe it's that, maybe it's this, maybe it's this. Maybe that's going to be a big season 2 episode, is like they find Logan and they think like, sorry, you got your claws taken out. And he's going to be like, what do you mean? Bone. And the X-Men and the audience is going to be like, oh shit. And we're going to be like, yeah, we knew that was going to happen. Great.
Yeah, definitely. Because I know that in the comics, when he gets his adamantium ripped out, it's to the point where it also messes with his healing factor. So
yes, it messes him up. You're right.
This was back before Wolverine's healing factor meant he was basically immortal. Basically, from one cell he could regenerate. This was like he could die at a specific point if the trauma was too much. So Jean in the comic books was keeping his mind together enough so that Wolverine could heal enough to survive the adamantium being ripped out of his body. And so they didn't do that. He is probably that like kind of it's not Omega level, but it's like alpha level healing factor.
Right.
I think that we're going to get a lot of Wolverine centric stuff next season.
Yeah.
Because he's missing. I just looked over the whole end of that episode and he's missing completely. So.
And Bishop too, man. I'm so happy to see Bishop back. And he's just like, well, here's what's happening for season 2. And I'm like, let's go, dude. That's great.
Oh
my God.
Adam's next season, Bishop.
Adam's going to freak out.
Yeah.
Augustine, that was a blast and a half watching that with you. Such a pleasure.
Banger of an episode.
Good, dude.
Absolutely.
Banger of an episode. I can't believe it's done. I feel like now we got to go back and watch like Spider-Man, the animated series or something, like the way we did X-Men. It was just fun.
Question. Do you think they gave us Peter Parker and MJ to tease the Spider-Man potential continuation
spin-off?
Show? Yeah.
It would be great, but I don't think so. Because I feel like if that were the case, we may have heard that it was already in production, that it was already like, I feel like we would have heard about something.
Maybe.
But maybe with the success of this, they might be starting it now and won't announce it until next year when it's closer to if they can put out a first batch of episodes, But I would love it only if the same approach is given to that Spider-Man. It's like the way that this X-Men is such a beautiful soap opera. You have to let writers come in and take Spider-Man to places he's never been to, where can he go? What is this sort of coming of age story? I mean, he's in his 20s in that 90s show, but still it's like, it's about this young individual figuring out who he is, what kind of man he's going to be. And that would be sick. But I think it was Peter and MJ, which kind of maybe confirms something that it is post the original series finale. And I think that was also Flash Thompson. They're like,
I think you're
bully
right.
buddy that was it behind them. I'm going to go back and watch it. But anyway, so much good stuff in this episode. Let us know what you thought in the comments. Let us know if you think that Wolverine's going to get some storylines in season 2. And if you have an idea of which storylines you think we're going to see without giving everything away. Go ahead and give us some spoilers down in the comments below here on the YouTube video. Do it. Get people excited. Basically recommend comics for people to read. Because I know I'm going to be looking up some 90s, early 2000s X-Men comics, seeing where this is going to go.
As homework.
Check everything.
Yes.
As homework, the best kind of homework. Check everything out on our Patreon. Check out Adam's individual reaction to this episode, living on our Patreon. Until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching with us. We'll see you. Bye.
Bye.